It's time to check your money with America's money maven, Vicky Brackens. Vicky Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. And joining us today is the friendly neighborhood advisor, Mike Jennings. Mike, what's going on today?
Oh, I'm doing good, George. I'm back again. I know, we all had a great time last Sunday, right?
We did at the Black History Month Cabaret, and we have some breaking news, Michael, because we already know that the next cabaret is going to be February 22nd, 2026. So we know that for a fact,
Yeah.
right?
That's right.
And Vicky's asking folks to do something really special. She's asking folks to pre-register by sending a selfie to info@brackensfsn.com and with the message, how many people are coming and I'm in. Simple as that. We
That's
good
right.
now.
That's right.
I
Yeah,
thought
we,
I would
we
just get that out the way.
yeah, we looked at how many people were on the wait list for this year, and we're like, listen, we gotta do better.
Yeah. So just get your name on the list so you'll be the first to know.
That's right. That's right. But today, George, I'm back. And we're going to wrap up this little mini series we got going on and talk about another valuable insurance tool. Now, George, we know from our previous episodes that life insurance can provide a great benefit to our family once we're no longer here. Long-term care insurance can provide a benefit while we're still here, but need, constant assistance in our everyday lives. So what would the solution look like? What can you look for in the event that you become disabled and can no longer work the way that you do now? Do you know the answer to that, George?
Well, I mean, I got a clue, but you tell me.
Like,
We did chat a little bit.
well,
So
like many things, it's all in the name. So this
that's right.
disability or disability income insurance is a type that can be very valuable in a situation that is all too common, right? So, humans, we're fragile creatures. I'm only 30, and many times I may stand
You've
up too
said that a
fast.
few times now, Michael. I just want you to know, but it's okay.
Listen, and I'm saying, I'm 30, but there's many times I stand up too fast and I hear a little pop sound that wasn't there like, 5, 10 years ago. So it's not out of the realm of possibility for people in the workforce to be susceptible to an event that could cause a prolonged disability, right? Like the other insurances we discussed, disability insurance provides a benefit after a specific event, namely being declared disabled. Um, Now, with that, there are many different jobs out there, we all know, right? And they're performed in different ways, especially in the digital age where, people can earn a living without ever leaving their house or their bed sometimes. So, the way a person may be considered disabled is dependent on the context of what they do. But either way, when a person, the insured person is considered disabled, based on those guidelines, they will at least know that a significant amount of their income could be replaced by the benefit of a disability insurance policy. So some disability policies will be structured to pay a benefit for a fixed shorter amount of time, like 5 years, for example. And there's some policies that can also be structured to pay a person until they are 65 or even 67 years old, to coincide with the full Social Security retirement age. Now, whether Social Security will still be a thing whenever that time comes, that's a whole nother episode. But you can see the potential this tool has. This could be a significant benefit for a person who is 10, 20, or 30 years away from retirement. So, It's pretty clear how helpful disability insurance is. Like I mentioned, this can provide a benefit for a significant amount of time, depending on your policy and if and when you become disabled. We talked about life insurance being used to replace income in certain situations. But that requires a pretty big amount of benefit in order to do that. And also, you got to invest it. You got to make sure you're only withdrawing a certain amount so you're not using too much. Disability insurance is designed that's the primary goal, is to replace lost income. So disability, this is the type of policy that may be more valuable to a younger person, for example, who has a lot more time until retirement age and may not have as much need for life insurance. For those who are older and more established, a disability event can be something that reduces the assets and the wealth that you built in a similar manner to long-term care. In these last couple episodes, we talked about generational wealth in our community and a lot of different ways that we keep getting to that point to where we have to keep restarting. And I know you and Vicky, you've been preaching on this show a long time about, zero, no more. And, this is something that can be used to work to get us all to that point.
Can I, can I
Um,
can I ask a clarifying question?
yeah, absolutely.
So when we talk about disability insurance, and we're not talking about let's say I have a hospitalization for something that's temporary, and I buy this accident and disability insurance to cover me while I'm out of work, but I'm going back to work. Are we differentiating, or is this the same thing?
We are differentiating. So, a lot of people, they may have a disability policy with their job, right? A group
Right,
life disability. It works in a similar manner to where, when you're out for a certain amount of time, it'll pay an income.
right.
But this is, I think that's where the disability income insurance, that little differentiation right there, because this is designed to no matter where you are, it's private, you own it, you own the policy. So whatever your job is, based on how you do your job, many of these policies will be able to still provide a benefit. So it's even more flexible in those terms. And like you mentioned, there's for some disabilities, it's a certain amount of time. You may not be disabled, the whole time.
Right.
So much like long-term care, disability insurance comes with what's called an elimination period. So that's the amount of time before after you're declared disabled and before benefits start to pay out. Because some of these companies, they're just like, well, we want to make sure you're actually disabled before,
Mm.
we start giving you all this money for whatever amount of time is. But anyway, at the same time, it's or regardless, this is something that is valuable. And it can be used in these situations to where, again, you're paying down your assets, you're depleting this wealth that you built, depending on where you are in life. And this is just another valuable tool for a lot of people to be able to have in their portfolio. So, as always, think about what you consider precious in your life and how these very common events can jeopardize that. If you want to take action to protect yourself, give your friendly neighborhood advisor a call at 315-748-5540. Again, that's 315-748-5540, or send me an email at michael.jennings@brackensfsn, as in financial solutions network.com.
All right. Vicky Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. She is America's money maven, and Mike Jennings is your friendly neighborhood advisor.